Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial video for Mod Studio. Here I'm going to show you how to customize the player attributes and the leaderboard. So quickly going back to the sandbox here. So you can see that in attribute types, I have added a new attribute and it's called kills. So th before I go any further, let me explain how this whole player attribute and unit attribute concepts. One of the biggest reasons that we want to differentiate these two is because let's say if your unit gets killed and it's destroyed, all of that variable is gone. But you want to maintain, let's say, like the score of your player, right? So that's why you need to differentiate these two attributes. So both unit and player attributes, the attribute types all belong here, but you want to assign attributes differently between unit and player types. So if you're to go to unit types, you can see that the attributes here are HP, force Y, and X. That's it. But you can go to player types and you can create a new player type here. Um, it's really straightforward, just name and what color of the player's name is going to be on the leaderboard. And here you can assign also different attributes here as well. I did already create one, and so I did create a player type called standard, and it has white color and it has kills as attributes. So now if you look at the game, you can see that my player now has kills, and I have a leaderboard, and everybody has color white, which is default. Um, so let's take a look at the script. So when you add a player type, that's not good enough. It's not going to do anything. What you need to do is you need to assign a player to that player type. So as you can see, I added to when player joins script. So when player joins the game, I'm going to assign that player to the standard player type that I just created. So you have to do that in order to show the kill count. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to unit def script. So this stuff is covered in our previous tutorial video. So if you go to our tutorial page, you can see the previous tutorial that I made is about unit attributes and def. Um, so I did modify it just slightly from the video that I made. But you can see that what happens here is that if a unit's attribute becomes zero or less, and if that attribute is HP and that the triggering unit is a person, which is the only unit type I have, we're going to first set a temporary player variable as the owner of that dying unit, and we're going to kill that unit, destroy that unit, and using the temp player that I just set up here, I'm going to create the person unit for the temp player in a random location on the map. So this is to respawn the unit that just got killed. But here I'm going to add another action, and I am going to give that player a kill additional. I'm going to increment the kill count for the player. So let's go and choose the attribute. So the attribute is going to be, oh, sorry, what am I doing here? Set attribute of a selected player. So that's not correct. I'm going to choose kills. So I'm going to set kills of the player, right? And who are we talking about here? We're talking about a player that just killed this unit. So it's going to be for the player that owns a unit, not the selected unit, but a unit that owns an item that killed this other guy, this poor unit that just got killed. So it's going to be, let's see here, owner of an item, and we are going to select an item that just killed this unit. So it's going to be the source item of a projectile that hit this unit, right? So source item of selected projectile, no, it's going to be the last touched projectile. So because the unit just got killed because it touched a projectile that caused the damage, right? So, right, so it's going to be owner. So we're going to set the kill count of the owner that is an owner of a unit, that is an owner of an item, that is owner of or source of a projectile that killed this unit, and we're going to have to do this one more time. So we could use a variable to shorten the process, but let's just do it the long way. So I am going to do this one more time. So it's going to be player attribute, which is going to be kills of that player. Okay, here we go again. So get owner again, get owner of an item, and the item is the source of a projectile that is last touched. Okay, and then we are going to increment this by 1. So we're giving 1 more point to this killing unit or the killer unit. Right, so it's saving. I'm going to republish the game and let's see what happens. Okay, so we have 2 different clients joining the game. So where's the other guy again? Okay, he's right there. So I'm gonna buy myself a potato gun and shoot at this guy. So notice that I have 0 kills right now. So after I shoot this guy, I get 1 kill, as you can see. Now, see how my score here doesn't update in the leaderboard, right? So in order to make my leaderboard scores update, I need to decide on which attribute should be used for the leaderboard. So if you go to, sorry, I'll start over again. So if you go to settings and click on, yeah, for scoreboard here section. So if you're to choose an attribute, so we're gonna use kills, then we're going to use this for the leaderboard. So we're gonna save it and publish it again. Okay, so let's kill this unit. Oops. Okay, there's one. Oh, where did it go? Okay, well, the unit got killed, and as you can see, I got my kill count, and also up here, now I have 1 kill. So that basically covers the basics of player attributes and leaderboard. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll continue with our next tutorial.